9:37, Nashville's Morning News on Super Talk 99.7 WTN. Good morning to you, friends. Time for the Gang of Three Amigos, brought to you by My Patriot Supply and PrepareWithMandis.com.
What was that sponsor?
Sorry, my headphones.
Yeah, I understand.
I got to shorten my headphones. I think it's going to be a great day.
You got to tighten them. You got to tighten them up, Brother Dan.
No, you know what? I got a little tear in my headphone cord thing here.
Oh, so you're getting kind of that. Hey,
It's exactly what it is.
Oh, I hate those.
So I'm going to be off all day today. I'm going to hear like every other syllable from you guys. But that's okay.
That might be a blessing.
You know, it might be. People are like, why couldn't that happen to Mandis? People are like, why couldn't that happen with us when we're listening? Just because the less you hear of me, the more I make sense.
Now, I wouldn't say that,
I
Brother
wouldn't
Dan.
either.
So this Taylor Swift thing.
Yeah, that's something.
This is really, here's what's scary about this. So authorities found Islamic State and Al-Qaeda material at the home now of the second and final suspect in that foiled plot to attack the Taylor Swift shows in Austria. They had to cancel all three shows. And here's the crazy thing, though, is that, I mean, I could see this happening here. I mean, how many of these illegal aliens have come in here that were, I mean, stop me when you've heard this a bazillion times, but all these folks on the terrorist watch list, you know, the story of the ISIS guys, they had found in, was it Philadelphia? I think they did. That was from a while ago. But we know that these people are here.
Yes.
And these are only two people. Two people were getting ready to do something heinous at the Taylor Swift concert, kill a bunch of, girls and so forth. And we already know what happened in the UK with that mass stabbing. So, I mean, I hate to say it, but it's only a matter of time because a lot of these people are here too.
Exactly. And the people you should thank are in the White House.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, remember, was it the Ariana Grande concert in France?
Ariana Grande concert. You're absolutely right, Ken.
20 some odd people shot and killed.
And don't forget the Eagles of Death Metal in Paris.
Both of those were in Paris.
Yes.
What Paris gets hit by terrorists a lot.
Because they're covered up in Muslims.
Well, yeah.
They have gone into the country.
There was the great migration. Remember the whole thing, if I'm not mistaken, the Syrian refugees?
Yes.
But then you had all those other people that also went into Europe. I remember it. I mean, remember when it was happening. I don't remember all the details. But they allowed all of those refugees to go into Europe. And so Germany has been hit many times. England has been hit. The Ariana Grande concert. And as we always say, well, we're about 10 years behind the UK and Europe. So we'll have to see where we're at in 10 years. But, I mean, this was only two people that were planning to, do whatever it is that they wanted to do. What did they find, Ken, in their apartment? I think they found some pipe bombs and that kind of a thing.
Yeah, pipe bombs and then, some ISIS materials.
Yep.
Glorifying ISIS, that sort of thing.
They say they found chemical substances, technical devices were found at the home of one of the suspects, a 19-year-old, they say Austrian, according to Franz Ruff, the public security director at Austria's Interior Ministry. So I don't know, but again, it's only a matter of time. If these guys that were planning to do this were truly Austrian, well, then that tells you that they were radicalized. See, that's also, so if this wasn't, somebody that came from wherever, Iran, Pakistan, whatever, if they were truly Austrian, then these are two guys that were radicalized online, which is also scary because we know that rapid radicalization, we've talked about, I've spoken about this a lot, especially when I was on in Middays a while ago, where these guys, they're targeted online, they're radicalized by ISIS or Al-Qaeda, and then they get them to do these horrific things. And I don't know who these guys are or what their actual, where they're actually from, whether they're from Australian, one guy apparently Austrian, one guy was a Turkish with Croatian roots. So I have no idea. Either way, it's only a matter of time before this kind of thing really does start happening. Here we had the thing in Russia. When was that? That was just a couple of months ago. How quickly we forget.
Mm-hmm.
So, and here's the thing. All these Swifties, this is how you tie this all together. So on TV yesterday, I saw a story where you've got, Republicans and conservatives and people in the Trump camp. They're worried about the Swifties. They're worried about the Swiftie effects because Tim Walz, the running mate of Kamala Harris, as we documented yesterday, very, very, very trans-friendly. Very trans-friendly. And so the big worry is, as is Taylor Swift, obviously. So the worry is now this is going to be Taylor Swift. This is going to be her moment to come out and endorse Kamala Harris. Well, we, on the conservative side, we're able to put all of this together. So you've got all these Swifties that are out there, and they're going to perhaps vote for Kamala Harris and Tim Walz. Well, and their concerts in Austria were canceled because of radical Islamic terrorism, which, because of Kamala Harris and Joe Biden, they've invited just that into our country.
Exactly.
See, we can put all of this together. The left can too. They just refuse to admit it.
Yep.
Hey, what do you guys think of the nickname camouflage?
I like it.
Somebody on the super text line said, I've got a great nickname for Kamala Harris. Camouflage. Because she won't answer any questions. I think that makes a lot of sense. Camouflage.
That's very good.
All right, Johnny, what do you got?
Well, I tell you what, let's lighten up the mood, guys.
I'm sorry.
Well, that's okay.
I got like 3 minutes into that monologue and I totally realized, shut up, Mandis. Stop talking. I just, you guys ever have in your head, you have that.
Yes.
That's what I do all the time.
I do that.
I apologize. Just
That's
stop
all right,
talking.
Brother Dan Mandis.
No, it was good. It was riveting.
So I like camouflage.
I do too. We need to stick with that.
I like Trump's comma blah.
Comma blah. There's so many
I like
now.
them all. I like them all.
Kamalanomics.
Trump's is the best.
That's right.
Just ask him. Trump's is the best. Accordion hands.
Hey,
Trump's is the best.
Yours is pretty good. I like it, but it's not as good.
It's not the best of all time.
It's not the best of all time like me, your
All right.
favorite president. But anyway, guys, I wasn't aware of this. You might have been, but anybody know where Old Smokey resides? UT's mascot blue tick hound.
Where's he live?
They are actually grown. They're actually raised on a farm down in Shelbyville, Tennessee. Shelbyville. I was not aware. But yeah, it's the Wendy Davis Davis Branch Blue Ticks is what they're called. And Smokey the Sixth is making his debut this year when they go under the Big T in Knoxville.
Well, what do they do with the old one?
Well,
did the old one cross the Rainbow Bridge?
They either cross the Rainbow Bridge or they retire.
Aww.
And they probably go back to the Davis Branch Blue Tick farm down there in Shelbyville.
I love those dogs.
I do too, and I wasn't aware that they came from there.
I was not either.
No.
Blue tick hounds are speedy and compact nocturnal hunters.
Yep.
Yes, they are.
Sounds like me when I was single. Named for the mottled or ticked black and blue pattern of the glossy coat.
Yeah. Beautiful dogs.
Are they good
Beautiful.
dogs? They
Good
must be.
dogs?
They're good dogs?
Well, what do you mean by good?
They don't bite. They don't crap on the carpet.
I'm sure some of them do.
Oh, yeah, they do all that
Just
stuff.
like any
Remember,
other dog.
there's no such thing as a bad dog, only a bad owner.
These are hunting dogs. These dogs like to go after things.
Like raccoons.
Yeah.
Oh, I think he trained one. I think he got one.
There we got one.
Is this really what they sound like?
He's got a Bama player.
Marcel, give me my gun.
He's
know
got
what?
a Bama player by the butt.
You know what they need to do? They need to train these dogs that when they come and they play Alabama to go pee on the side of the opponents.
That's old Shorty right there.
So like when Alabama comes in, they take a crap on their side of the field.
Well, they might do that. Who knows?
I think that can you train a dog to poop on cue? No, so that would be. I mean, that would be a stupid pet trick.
Okay, Smokey.
I know this. All we got to do for Fritz is take him to the vet. The minute he steps through the front door, boy, Fritz just gets excited and burp. Lets it go. Where's my treat?
Who's the coach now for Alabama?
Kalen DeBoer.
So what they need to do is they need to take a picture of Kalen or maybe Kalen's shoes and say, poop. and he'd go poop on the coach's shoes.
They just need him to sniff out some touchdowns.
And then Alabama needs to bring out that elephant.
That's
to
right.
Scare that dog away.
That's right.
Does Alabama have an elephant?
No, they don't. I mean, they don't have an elephant as a mascot, but that is their symbol.
Yeah, one thing I remember, man, Oklahoma played Alabama way back in the early 2000s, and it was in Tuscaloosa. And what I thought was cool is the tide was running out on the field. They had these elephants just roaring, just. I mean, I freaking loved it.
What were they doing, Ken? He's not going to do it.
No, he's not.
The elephants were.
All right, Johnny, you gonna grab that and make fun of Ken for years to come?
Sure.
Hey, you go ahead, man.
What did you? Oh God.
What?
You played something yesterday.
Oh, hang on. No, it was the day before.
Going in the day before?
Yeah.
I don't even all the little drops that you producers have of me taken completely out of context and played to demean yours truly.
No, it's not to demean. It's funny. It's good. It's good stuff, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't. It's so funny because I don't even remember most of what these things are. I don't. Of course, hey, you know, that I remember, but most of the rest of them, I don't even know what they are. Let's go, boys. Yeah, I remember that.
Well, we got another one. Hang on. Let me get another one.
Oh, you want to get another one?
We got another one.
You know what we ought to do one day? We ought to like get some concert tickets to give away. And if people can identify what the topic was or why I said whatever it is that I said, they get the concert tickets.
There you go. Here's another.
Hashtag I wish somebody would grab me on the tush.
And somebody did, Brother Dan.
And they did.
See, here's the funny thing. Here's the funny thing is,
Yeah.
like, you guys are just compiling these. Like, you're just saving them for whenever.
Yeah. Because sometimes it lends itself.
They're great.
They are great. Some of the best moments on this radio
They're
station.
Dan Mandisisms.
Yes.
So when I pass away, this is how you're going to remember me. You're just going to start playing all of these little hashtag trendsetter, baby, all that kind of stuff.
And then we'll be crying.
Brother Dan, you went to a dark place.
Yeah,
there.
you really did. We don't want to think
You tend to go to dark places.
Yes, you do.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. It's just we don't
Don't
wanna-
hate me.
We don't want to think about it.
I'm
you know.
just
We don't want to think about it.
All right, how's this? Paper straws are often touted as a great alternative, but it turns out paper straws are toxic.
See there,
Dark place.
lefties.
Lefties are trying to kill us with their toxic paper straws.
Yeah, they are. Everything they're trying to do. We're trying to save the planet, but we're trying to kill you.
Initially, many saw paper. Well,
That's basically.
you know what? They let in all the illegal aliens and the terrorists. They're trying to kill us one way or another.
That's their mantra. Save the planet, kill the humans.
That's exactly right.
Where'd you get that dog sound from, Johnny B? Was that part of the story?
No, I
He
got
just
that
grabbed
from-
it.
I grabbed it.
So he's learning from me to play all these fun little sound effects.
So that was an actual blue tick hound.
That was a blue tick hound.
And he was treeing a coon.
Oh yeah, he was, or either that or a Bama player.
He was treeing a coon.
That'd be raccoon.
Yeah, you guys ever been coon hunting?
No.
I've never been
You
coon
like a
hunting.
raccoon?
Yeah, raccoon.
Oh, I
No.
take that back. Yeah, in the backyard one night, me and my neighbor, I was watching him. We were trying to find raccoons because they were becoming pests.
Yeah.
So we stayed out in my backyard one night and we're shooting at raccoons.
I have never gone hunting in my life.
He shot a tree. He killed one of my trees.
Oh.
Well,
Well, they don't move, so they're easier to hit.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I've never been hunting, actually, ever. I've only been fishing a handful of times. I really enjoy fishing. I'm so impatient.
I
Yeah.
love fishing.
I do too, man.
Yeah, no, I like it. I'm just very impatient. And if I don't catch anything within the first 10 hours, I get pissed.
Yeah, I understand. I just listen to music in between the bites.
Do you?
You know, listen to the songs in between the bites, get the bites, bring in the fish.
I would like fishing a lot better if I liked beer.
Yeah.
I don't like beer.
You know what I mean? Because I don't like
fish.
beer. I like, I like rum-based drinks, and those kinds of drinks.
That
So
could make fishing real fun.
yeah, but they don't travel as easily as just grabbing a 6-pack of Coors or Miller Lite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amy, I'm telling you, beer tastes like pea water. It really does. And I don't
agree.
know. I don't know what pea water tastes like, though.
I don't either.
But I can imagine it tastes like your average beer.
Well, and you think of Coors, when they say, from the Rocky Mountains, the Rocky Mountain water, I'm thinking, I know those folks up in the Rocky Mountains. I don't want to, 'cause I know what they do in that water.
Oh, yeah. What do they do?
Those Colorado folks, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, but they filter it before they make the beer.
Oh, I know.
Oh, I'm sure they do.
I'm sure they do.
Kind of like they made sure the paper straws weren't toxic.
I tell you what, I almost bought a 6-pack of Busch beer last weekend because they've got these new commercials now. They brought back the commercials where you see some guy reaching down into a cold flowing river and pulling out a 6-pack of Busch beer. You remember the old commercials? Head for Busch beer.
Oh, that's right.
Head for the mountains. Head for Busch beer.
People are mad at you, Johnny.
Why?
You're playing the dogs too much.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it made their dogs bark.
It did. It did. One guy says,
did it?
Remember that one time I played their doorbell for Ken's dog to see if I could trigger Ken's dog? And we got like thousands of dogs barking across the
Yeah, little Fritz, man. He didn't like that.
So our audience doesn't like the sound effects.
Well,
No,
they don't
is what
like
they're
their
trying to
dogs, apparently.
Well, I don't know. Maybe we ought to remind them as to how annoying it is, Johnny.
Well, maybe we should. Let me get together here. Hang on.
Play the part where he's treeing something.
Well, I can't.
I love that, man. That'd be fun to go.
There you go.
Here he comes. Oh, he's found another Bama player.
There you go. Pee on the coach's leg.
I see Crimson Tide.
There you go. Pee on demand, Rover.
Oh, no, it's Georgia. Oh, he found Murphy. Oh, no, he's going after Murphy.
All right.
You get that little
What?
bow
The guys are
regard.
getting louder and meaner.
There it goes.
All right.
He's found him.
That
That's
was-
Murphy. Yeah, he found Murphy. All right, he can stop. I think Murphy sprayed him with something. I don't know.
That might have been Beauregard chasing him.
I've completely lost control of the show. All of that was courtesy of Johnny B. But that's okay. We love you, John.
WTN.